morning and welcome to Wellness Wednesday's edition of Mornings with Luann and Tim on TV. I'm cranky.
You're cranky?
I'm cranky.
Why you be cranky?
Because I woke up about 6 minutes before my alarm. Thank you. And then you can't go back to sleep, right? So it's 4:37 and I'm like, oh, gee whiz, I can't go back to sleep. So tossing and turning.
4:37? You wake up at 4:45?
Yes,
no,
I
wait,
do.
6 minutes.
Yeah,
you wake up at
4:45.
4:40. Yeah. That's terrible.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Because
but I feel so much better now because I got to see him.
But you have to come in here so early.
Yeah, I was here about 20 to 6.
See, that's the thing. The difference between us is that her job requires her to be responsible and I don't know.
Informative.
Informed. She has to search for news. She has to read the news and then write everything. And then I just come in and have fun talking to great, interesting people.
Yeah, you do.
I know. I'm lucky. I woke up at 3 o'clock because my dogs had to go pee. And that's okay. I fell back asleep and then I got up at 6.
So do you wait for them?
What do you mean?
Like you don't leave them outside in the...
No, I stand there and I watch them.
Well, how do you get back to sleep after that? Are you not like ready for your day by then?
At 3 in the morning?
Well, yeah, but
I'd only had 5 hours sleep by then.
I know, but you're like wide awake, no? Watching your dog pee?
No, I'm leaning in the door like this. Hurry up. Hurry up. And then they have to check their bums when they come in because I have... Well, because they're a little bit... Tippy's a little bit older. And so sometimes she has some issues.
A little slippage.
Well, sometimes it doesn't get all the way out.
Wow.
That's the worst. That's the worst.
When you want it to be kind of cold out.
That's the worst, when it's 3:30 in the morning and you have to put your dog in the laundry tub to clean her bum. That's...
Oh, that's... Yeah, I wouldn't be... You know what? Babies... Diapers. I'm just saying.
That's what I'm saying. It's like having a kid, kind of, when you have a dog.
Except though, I'm not pulling stuff out of his bum.
It's not her fault.
I know it's not her fault, but like, put a diaper on the thing.
Good morning. I hope you're enjoying your breakfast. Okay. What?
Okay, what?
Today in history. This is a weird one.
This is a weird one today.
1749 in England, on this date. there was supposed to be a show at the Haymarket Theatre. Big advertisement went out for this show called The Bottle Conjurer, where an anonymous theatrical performer was scheduled to get himself into an empty bottle of wine. An empty wine bottle. He was going to actually he was going to squeeze himself into an empty wine bottle.
How much of that wine had he drank?
Turns out the whole thing was a hoax.
No, stop it.
But it was a bet. The second Duke of Montague bet somebody that he could take advertisements out saying that somebody could squeeze himself into a wine bottle and he'd sell the theater out.
You got to watch that Montague guy. I'm telling you.
So it's basically like fake news. He basically said, and he put advertisements in the newspapers.
What year was this?
1749.
Oh my goodness.
The people flocked, sold out.
Really?
No show. They rioted.
No.
They trashed the theater, they gutted it, they tore seats out, they lit bonfires on the stage, they destroyed the Haymarket Theatre because there was no show.
So all these people show up actually believing that this guy's going to get into a wine bottle, and then they get mad when he doesn't show up?
Yeah. And they destroyed the theater.
People have been dumb for a long time. A long time. Right?
Stupid knows no era. How's that?
Oh, stupid knows no era.
Yeah. That's my big story.
You know what?
No.
Netflix. A question posed to Netflix by somebody that is a little bit concerned. The mayor of Lac-Mégantic, Quebec. Remember the big explosion with the train? Yeah,
you say it so nicely. Say it again.
Lac-Mégantic.
Lac-Mégantic.
Well, the mayor in Lac-Mégantic is saying that the movie Bird Box used some footage of the explosion. So she, as mayor, is asking Netflix to please be sure that they review their catalog of images and not use those images for entertainment anymore.
Whoa!
Yeah.
So someone's watching Netflix from Lac-Mégantic and they see this and they go,
that was my house!
Can you imagine?
Yeah. And you know what? Like, it was such a horrible situation.
Oh my gosh, that was awful hearing about those people just in bars and stuff.
So obviously, she doesn't want anybody to, you know, propagate that and make money from such a horrible disaster. Oh, good point.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Hey, this weekend is the Women's March for Social Justice in Sault Ste. Marie. It's January the 19th, which is Saturday.
Yes, it is.
Noon to 1:30. You had that on your notes as well?
No, I'm going to talk to somebody about it on Top Story on Friday.
Oh, cool. I didn't know that.
Yes.
Well, and I didn't realize that Women's March for Social Justice is not just about women's issues. They march for everything. Workers' rights, civil rights, disability rights, rights for Indigenous and LGBTQ+, immigration rights, environmental justice rights. This is women standing up for social justice in general, yes.
And technically, what's it called again?
Women's March for Social Justice.
It's interesting because I automatically assumed, like you did, that it was for women's rights.
But when you think about it, women work, women are civil servants, women are disabled, women are Indigenous, women are LGBTQ, women are immigrants, and women care about the environment. Yes. So yeah, yeah, okay.
Awesome.
But it's women taking a stand, so that's fabulous. And it's a family-friendly event, so you can go and join the march.
And hopefully it'll be nice and warm for you. If not, bundle up.
It's cold today, minus, I think it was 16 when I came into work.
Oh, it was only minus 11 when I got up.
Got colder for me.
Yeah. No, it's just your personality.
Oh, yeah.
Hey,
what now?
Aside from the Oscars having no host, the Grammys got it together.
Yeah.
Alicia Keys is going to host. Isn't that phenomenal?
It is.
But...
Well, here's the thing. When I think of someone who's going to host a show, I think of someone who is, I don't know, funny. Sometimes funny, at least.
For the Grammys?
Not funny? Who's hosted the Grammys before? All kinds of people.
Yeah.
I guess just the fact that she's a musician is fine. I don't know. When I watched her on The Voice, she's kind of hippie.
Yes.
She's kind of very ethereal.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know that.
She's kind of hippie, and I looked down. I know how she feels.
I mean, I don't know. I just don't think of her as a talking person.
If she sings, she can talk. She can probably read too.
Okay, reading. Talk about the books. Talk about Marie. Talk about that lady.
What?
Marie. Are you done talking about the Grammys?
Apparently.
Marie Kondo. I like the story you told me.
Oh,
the Chinese lady on.
Her name is Marie Kondo, and
is she Chinese?
Japanese, thank you. And she actually has a show, a half-hour-long show on Netflix. And my daughter, because I'm an organizational freak, told me about this show. She said, Mom, you're doing half of it already, so it might be boring for you. I watched a couple of episodes last night, and this woman is this tall. Her smile is bigger than her, and her spirit, she comes in and she teaches you how to get organized. Always start with the clothes, put them in a big pile in the middle of the room. Don't freak out, and just hold each piece, and if it sparks joy, then you keep it. And if it doesn't, then you say thank you, and you put it aside. And she shows you how to fold it. You should see the drawers. Oh, it's so awesome. T-shirts that are standing up side by side. I'm redoing my whole thing, like my sock drawer. And underwear. She teaches you how to fold underwear. I already knew. I could have told her. But yeah, I was so thrilled.
The reason I said that, because I just wanted you to see that. I just wanted you to, this is what.
Containers. She has containers? Like boxes. Containers. Awesome. So awesome.
I come in at 7 o'clock and she's just waiting to tell me this stuff. She's just like,
she's so
and then I burst her bubble. Because Marie Kondo is getting in trouble. Because I look up Marie Kondo and here's what I find. She says that no one should own more than 30 books.
Because she's an organizer, right?
So she's getting backlash from people who are saying, what are you talking about? She's talking about your average person. She's not like if you have a first edition of like the TES-8 or something. Like, don't.
Or if you have a library.
If you have a library, if you got the space for it.
floor-to-ceiling shelving.
Or if you pick up a book. If you pick up a book and it gives you a sense of joy.
If it sparks joy.
If it sparks joy.
Get it right.
If it doesn't spark joy, spark the book. Burn it.
Never burn a book.
Never burn a book.
Never burn a book.
No, bring it to the tree recycling place.
Or bring it to the library.
But you can go to the tree recycling Remember the whole story about they're doing, is that done yet? Is it over now?
It's over now.
The tree chipping?
Yes.
Oh, then never mind. Bring it to the library.
But she touts the KonMari method. Yeah.
She touts it.
She is intriguing to watch. If you're not an organized person, if you can step back long enough to watch her work, you have to wonder, how can somebody be that happy about going through other people's crap? Because really, that's what she does. She goes in your house and she organizes
What about social workers who do that for a living with hoarders? I mean, that's
And the second one I watched last night, honest to goodness, the woman put all of her clothes in one pile from the floor up to the ceiling. I would throw up. I'd be like, where do I even start?
I put you through this.
But see, so check it out. She's awesome. But she comes and there's a little step into the room, and she comes and she just jumps into the room.
Judith Onley is my first guest on the show today, followed by Michelle Cicchini from the Station Mall and Roy Ring from the Chamber of Commerce, talking about the Health and Wellness Expo, plus more on Wellness Wednesday coming up right after this break. Wellness Wednesday, and this is Judith Onley. Welcome back to the show, Judith.
Oh, thank you, Tim. It's such a pleasure.
It's an exciting day for you.
Yes.
12:30?
12:30.
12:30 right here on ONNtv. Judith's, that's hard to say, Judith's show debuts on ONNtv, and it's Messages of Hope.
Yes, Messages of Hope.
So you use the same title as your book.
Yes, I do.
Your best-selling book.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Tell us what Messages of Hope is all about, Judith, please.
Well, it's a 10-episode series, and
have you finished all 10 already?
We got one more to go.
Okay.
And we're saving it.
You want to
see where we're going to go with it after this? You know,
cool.
So we haven't quite put the final touch on the 10 yet.
All right.
On the last one, but all the rest are ready to go, and they're going to air once a week.
Okay. So is it always a Wednesday?
A Wednesday at 12:30 and 8 o'clock.
At 8 p.m.
Yeah, so you get the noon hour and you get an evening, and
That's great.
And then the also again on Saturdays, 3 opportunities on Saturdays. So at 12:30, a 6:30, and a 12:30 a.m. for all those people who like to stay up late. And so lots of opportunity. I'm thrilled.
How long are the shows?
30 minutes.
A half-hour show?
Half-hour show, and in it I, talk about what's going on in the energies right now. I tell a little bit about some of my story. I give them pointers to, help them through different things that are going on. Each episode has a topic from the book.
From the book, okay.
And I read right from the chapter so that they get the energy that's being transmitted from us, United Souls of Heaven and Earth, because they're the ones really that wrote the book. They came through me, and the inspirational messages are to help people.
Anybody who may not have seen your previous interviews or not familiar with this, can you explain a little bit more about when you say they wrote the book, the messages, the us that is that channels through you? Can you sort of explain that phenomenon?
To put it in very
I know it's hard to put it into words.
It's divine guidance.
Okay.
Okay, that comes through me, through my words, and it's an energy transmission, and I write it all out, and I channel it live, I channel it in books, I channel it with people privately, and even when I read it again, I go, wow. Like, I feel it. It hits us at a very deep soul level. The message comes back to you
every time. I mean,
every
time you read it opens something else up for you?
Well, when I was teaching these, it was really interesting because, of course, I channeled it, I wrote it, I, edited, we did, lots of it. And then when I was teaching these episodes on the camera, it was like, wow, I got it at a deeper level.
Really?
Oh, yeah. And because each time, whether you read it, hear it, whatever, you get it at a deeper level. So in the episodes, I give people an opportunity to make an intention about what they're going to get out of that 30 minutes. And then I do some teachings. At the end, I do a meditation. So the meditation actually helps them to integrate what the words were they just heard. And then I give a homework assignment.
How did this all come to you? When did this all start for you?
Oh, is
it a long time?
Well, I'd have to say there were some really key points in the early 90s. I shared with you in one of our other interviews. I had some really major losses in my life. You know, my father committed suicide. Mother died right away afterward. You know, put my horse down, ended a marriage. You know, there's just loss after loss after loss. And it was in that open-hearted, broken down space that I realized, I was journaling and realized, oh, this is pretty profound stuff. This is not from my mind. This is something that I'm getting chills as we're talking about it. So it's like, it was something coming through me. So it comes from, you know, what I call heaven, higher source, and God, or
what
God.
I call the universe.
The universe. Doesn't matter what we call it, Tim. We are guided by something. You know, when, you know, we're in this body, and when our body is gone, our spirit is in another realm, another universe, whatever.
I believe that.
And we have, and right now, because of the big changes in our world, there is this opportunity to step into our, what I call divinity or divine self and divine essence, and make a really big difference in our world by, you know, whether it's this or, you know, putting out good positive energy in the world, making changes for people, helping people to find that spot within themselves. That's my big mission, is to really help people, you know, find that joy within them.
Oh, you know what? Why wouldn't you tune in for that? I mean, that alone, a half an hour of that would make me feel, wow, it would make me feel great.
And it does.
And the book is available too, Judith,
it
right?
is,
Which, so having this as sort of a textbook almost to go along.
Well, it is. It's a reference. And it is a reference. And it is, you know, literally you can open the book and read a sentence or a word or paragraph and you feel the energy, and it feels really good.
Our own Judith Onley, an international best-selling author. I love this. Yeah. Where do we get the book?
Kohl's Bookstore locally, or Amazon, Barnes & Noble, you know.
And if you want to check it out, it's 12:30 today and also 8 o'clock tonight.
8 o'clock tonight.
Then again on the weekend, Saturday, 3 times on Saturday.
Yeah, 12:30, 6:30, and 12 a.m.
And all those listings are available. If you go to ONNtv.ca, where you probably are right now, we do have a listing guide. So you can find Judith's program, and it'll tell you all the different times that you can catch her on
And
ONNtv.
I want to say one more thing.
You go right ahead.
I want to say thank you to ONNtv.
Oh.
And to Tim.
Oh, my.
You know, this is how it started from an interview we had, and all the staff that have, you know, really worked hard to get this episode together and ready for airing today, and it's been a wonderful experience for me. So thank you.
I think they're very excited to have this as part of the program.
And thank you to all the staff.
All right. Judith Onley, ladies and gentlemen, and the show and the book, Messages of Hope. Check it out today at 12:30 on your lunch hour, or this evening as you're sitting relaxing at home, 8 o'clock at night, in the comfort of your home. You too can get these beautiful messages of hope from Judith Onley.
Thank you, Tim.
And us. We'll be back with Michelle Cecchini and Rory Ring talking about the Health and Wellness Expo going on at the Station Mall this Saturday. Don't go anywhere. Lots more on Mornings with Luann and Tim right after this. Here's a couple of my favorite people to start the day off with. Michelle Cecchini and Rory Ring.
Morning, sir.
So much energy in the room. I could hear you guys having fun in the green room with Luann in there. Did Galen show up too? Is that who you were last? Yeah, Galen Coleman from Amore. They were all having a party over there.
The green room is fun.
Yeah, you know what else is fun? The Health and Wellness Expo.
It is!
I was fortunate enough to have done some work for CTV, actually, doing it on location. A couple of years, I think, Rory, I might have been there. I love this expo. And this year, It's so exciting. It's going to be in the mall.
It is.
How did this happen?
Well, you know, we've been doing the expos like for over 30 years.
Really, Rory?
Yeah, and we had it at the John Road Center for a while, but that was just becoming more costly. And we're trying to keep the cost down for our vendors. But so we were looking for a solution as we sort of evolved over the last couple of years. And we were talking to the consumers who were coming into the shows. And even though it was only $5, it still is, you know, $1 is $1 to everybody these days. And we wanted to be able to make it free entry. So we partnered with the mall, who really helped support us with the infrastructure. We did have it at the machine shop for a couple of years, and I mean, they treated us extremely well, great people, but we wanted to expand the space and expand the number of vendors and still keep it affordable for the vendors and for the consumers to come for free.
That's right.
I have a question about, he said expand the venue, because when I picture the mall, oh look, there's a posters up right now. There it is.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. That's very cool. Are you, the
How
space,
do we put it?
is it going to be, is it challenging for you to map all of this out, or have you just been having a blast?
No, it's going to be great. I mean, we do have 3 courts. We've got the East Court, which is the Sears former court. We've got the Center Court, where the food area is.
Yeah.
And we also have Dennis Street Court.
Oh, that's a big
plus all
space,
the other
too.
common areas in the mall that we can utilize.
Are you using are any of the stores, like actual tenants of the Station Mall, participating as vendors?
Yes, I do believe so. That there are a couple.
You've got a lot of stores in there are based on health and wellness.
That's right. Well, they are also allowed to come out to about, they have like a lease line, so they can come out with a table to a certain degree, so they can do
feature their stuff.
If they have anything to do with sales for the January, they can take advantage of that, or they can actually promote something in their store that's related to wellness.
This is a huge bonus then for the tenants.
Tim, what's really good about that is that, you know, I mean, part of the Chamber's mandate is to make sure that we're recognizing, you know, the shop local concept.
Yes.
And we have many businesses in our community that people may not know. So it's a good blend of bringing businesses that are established outside of the mall into the mall to share really, you know, what they do with each other and how they can work with each other.
I never thought of that either. It's kind of like I've always said, you know, when it comes to so many different areas in this city, whether it's, well, let's talk about media, let's talk about dance schools, let's talk about music teachers, let's talk about retail outlets, let's talk about doctors. There's enough, I believe, there's enough to go around.
That's right.
Absolutely.
You know, we share the wealth, right?
Share the wealth. Competition is good.
Competition is healthy.
And health and wellness is about not just your health physically, but it's about financial wellness. It's about spiritual wellness. There's all kinds of wellness. January is the month of wellness for many people, and this is why.
And listen, we're gonna walk the talk, because Michelle and I had just joined Wild Fit with Lou Dreer, and it's a 90-day challenge to change the way you approach food. So we're in for you know,
food is our friend.
So as Michelle says, no more rich sauces.
No, come on.
No more ice cream. No more chocolate. No more chips and dip. Like, come on.
Okay, guys, send all that stuff to my house. Whatever you're not going to send it my way, because Okay, so how many vendors do you have a total yet? Or?
Yeah, so we're going to be pretty close to 25 by the end of the week. So it's a pretty good. But you add on to that was it 80 plus stores, Michelle, in the mall?
80 stores, 82 stores.
Yeah, and many of those stores in the mall too are also chamber members, which really helps get them some exposure.
And if you haven't gone to a health and wellness expo before, obviously now is absolutely the time to go, because no charge and centrally located.
Lots of parking.
Tons of parking. Hey, will anybody set up outside? Too cold?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. But also, the thing is, you're going to see people that maybe you wouldn't normally see, right?
Absolutely.
And a lot of them give away free stuff. Or they have like prizes or games and stuff you can play at the table, or you know, there's always activities.
Absolutely.
What about kids? When we've gone to the Health and Wellness Expo before, there's been an area for kids. Do you have anything set up, or are you planning on that? Or
I leave the setups to the chamber.
Yeah, so this year, just
there
because
was a coloring area or something.
Yeah, because this year we're replanning the space. We haven't been able to get that in place right now, but the YMCA will be there, and they'll be promoting their kids program, so they may have some kids activities while they're there as well, right?
And also it's the mall, so your kids are going to have fun no matter what. And so much food.
Yeah, well, we're going to stay away from the food court.
What time now? Tell me the dates and times for this thing.
So it's this Saturday.
It is this Saturday.
Yep, January 19th. It runs from 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Okay.
And there's
Hours
going to
of
be
the mall.
door prizes. The mall is offering some, what are they called? Mall
Station Mall gift cards.
gift cards.
Now, this is another thing that you've changed it up a little bit because you're dividing your expos up a little more. Am I right about that, Rory? Rather than having like two big things, you're going to do more and smaller.
Yeah, so
Is that the idea?
So I don't know if they'll necessarily be smaller. The health and wellness is the smaller of the three that we run, but we're really trying to help our vendors focus and really have those great quality conversations, right?
So it's more about the themes that are being divided up.
So we're doing the home and renovation decor show, which is
That's another one of my favorites.
beginning in March.
March 2nd
and then 2
and
weeks
3rd.
later is the Power and Outdoor show.
The
Yeah.
16th and 17th for the power.
So
Are
the-
you
Sport and
hosting
Outdoor.
all of those?
Yes.
Yeah.
I love this.
Yeah, well,
I didn't know you were doing all of them.
Yeah, I think there's like 22,000 square feet of vacant space that we can fill, and
Then for the
and,
outdoor show, did you get to use some of the parking lot?
I'm hoping that they're going to use
RVs and stuff? Oh, come on.
we're hoping we can get somebody to do some tricks in either a snowmobile or a motorcycle.
Oh
or
my
something.
gosh. All right, well listen guys, it's this Saturday at the Station Mall. Your center, what's it called now? Your center,
Your center of choice.
Your center of choice. And Rory Ring, the CEO of the Chamber of Commerce, we're all getting together, joining forces, and it's all for the health and wellness of Sault Ste. Marie. Get down to the mall this Saturday between 9:30 and 5 p.m. Thanks for being here.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
News is next with our friend Luann. Don't go anywhere to find out what's going on in Sault Ste. Marie and beyond on Mornings with Luann and Tim. I'm really serious. I do like those expos, like the health and wellness and the home expos.
Yes.
Do you like those things?
They're so fun.
I know.
And it's especially because it's the very latest of.
And you get great ideas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Bring
Yeah.
your little notepad along.
Yeah.
Yesterday we were talking to you about there's a petition for Maroon 5 and Travis Scott and
Oh, to not perform.
for the Super Bowl halftime show.
Okay.
And we were talking about how politics, should it be involved with music and blah,
Yeah.
blah. So Travis Scott actually met with Colin Kaepernick, who is the gentleman who first took the knee. And he said, while we didn't agree, he said, I came away with more of an understanding and respect. And he said, I feel like he did as well. So he's still performing.
Yeah.
But good for him for, you know, going that extra step. That was his decision. I don't believe anybody should be petitioned to not perform. It's not up to anyone else to say to a performer, you shouldn't really do this, unless he's your manager and you're paying him 10%.
What about the for Donald Trump's inaugural thing? Like, you know, when they performed, remember what do you call it? After his swearing in, what do you call that
the
thing?
inaugural
The inaugural ball, whatever.
Yeah.
What, and there were performers who said they would not perform for
Yes.
him.
Sports teams won't go.
Sport teams that won't go to the White House to meet him. But that seems like those are unsolicited choices.
Yes.
In this instance,
Yes.
people were soliciting talent to not do it, saying you shouldn't.
Yeah.
We recommend that you take a knee and
Exactly.
don't perform. And I think that's the difference between this one and other situations where the artists themselves just said, no, thank you for the invitation. I'm not gonna. These people had already said yes.
Well, they
right?
have. And also,
huge money, by the way,
like,
too.
to broaden that a little bit, there may be a point where an artist isn't as successful as they would like to be. Maroon 5, I'm sure, and the Travis Scott and the other gentlemen aren't in that category, but there might have been a second thought when this petition was put forward to them. Am I going to lose fans because I'm not signing this petition? So that's unfair too, I think.
Yeah. And I guess also maybe you make a statement and say, we understand that there is an issue with police brutality.
That's what I would do.
And that there is a disparity with people of color in this country as opposed to white privilege, whatever, make a point of saying, I understand this is happening, however.
Or not even go that far.
No.
You could say, I understand your perspective.
Yes.
I hear what you're saying.
But I'm going to sing at this
But I'm a singer and I'm going to sing.
At this sport.
Right?
Yeah.
Because the more you say sometimes, the more trouble you get yourself into.
And also, it's the NFL, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, how many more protests does the NFL need?
Well,
I kind of, you know what I mean? That the protest is there, we know.
Yeah, we get it. We know why you're taking a knee, and you know what? You're allowed.
Yeah.
So have at her.
Well, thank you for bringing that to our attention as a country.
Absolutely, definitely.
But we've solved the world's problems right now, Luann, and I've just done it right
exhausted.
Here now. Yes, it's hard being us.
I'm only one woman. I can only do so much.
Okay, listen, we got to go to break.
We do, because news is coming up next.
No, we already did the news, honey.
Oh, we already did the news. Time's flying. I'm having so much fun in the green room this morning, I can't even tell you.
I got Galen Coleman, and the Wig Boutique is coming on. Gail and Galen. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, Gail Giordino. Shoot! Gail, she just told me. Giordino. Anyway, they're coming on the show next to talk about Sippin and Stilettos, an event for autism, Algoma autism.
Yes.
So stay tuned right after this. Well, now this is fun. This is a whole bunch of fun right behind this desk. So, Galen, you've been on the show plenty of times.
Couple of times.
Amore for your pleasure. Welcome back.
Thank you.
But this is your first time here, Gail.
This is my first time.
Gail Giardino from Wig Boutique.
Wig Boutique.
Wig Boutique Sault Ste. Marie.
Yes.
Okay, now, here's a guy who I do drag, and so wigs are a part of my life, and yet, how did I not even know about your store?
I don't know, because we've got a couple of TV commercials out there even.
Stupid me. Tell me, you're on Great Northern Road.
Great Northern Road.
Whereabouts?
Right beside the cash store and CAA.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Got like 1,000 square feet
We do.
of retail space and a salon.
We do. We have a salon.
I didn't know
where
this stuff.
Yeah, we do chemical-free hair dye.
Yes.
So it's PPD-free, gluten-free, ammonia-free. So for people that are allergic to regular hair dyes.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then what sort of inventory of wigs do you have?
Probably over 200.
Wow.
Yeah.
And toupees.
Yeah, the toupees we order in.
That's custom, eh? I mean,
It's
really
custom. Very custom,
Well,
yeah.
because every man who has hair loss has a different kind of.
Yeah, and there's some that
all
would
different.
either.
I mean, sometimes you lose it on top. Sometimes you have more or less on the side. You know, who knows?
You
right?
notice the bad ones, absolutely.
You do. You do notice. You were talking about when you custom order the toupees. You actually put them on, and then you actually cut them.
My hairstylist.
The hairstylist actually cuts the toupee. See, they actually cut the toupee to match the hairline.
Yes.
So it all blends in.
That's right. That's the whole thing. So you don't have a.
And now you do wigs, I'm sure, probably for people who have alopecia, is that what it's called?
Women with thinning hair,
Alopecia, right?
Trichotillomania.
Oh, really? I didn't know. What's that one?
That's for people who pull out their hair.
No kidding. That's a thing.
Wow.
I know.
Yeah, so sometimes
Ow.
there's
Yeah.
sometimes there's
a nervous condition?
autistic children.
Never thought about that. And of
Yeah.
course, people going through chemo who have hair loss might
Yes.
want a wig, right?
Or women just thin hair, medications.
And I told you about my aunt. I had an aunt, and she had a wig. It was like a little Doris Day bob, and it was just something that she would wear. Like if she wanted to go, if her hair wasn't done one day and she wanted to go shopping, or she's going out somewhere, she put the wig on. She loved it, and she looked amazing in it.
Yeah.
And it was. I remember her coming over to our house for Christmas one time. I was like, "That's a wig." I didn't know, and she took it off.
So this is a
She
wig.
had her. That's a wig.
This is a wig.
The color is
I know,
phenomenal.
the color is wonderful.
Now you also have just fun wigs too. Is that right?
Yes,
like fun
we do.
fashion wigs.
Fun fashion wigs that range from $49 to $199.
Wow. That's really affordable.
It is.
I'm going to shop there.
Yeah.
But the reason we're here today, I'm glad that we got to hear all about your store. And we know Amore for your pleasure.
we know me.
Two locations.
Yes, thank you.
Cora Road at the corner of Cora Road and Douglas, which is your main branch. Hey, you used to be in the bank too.
Yes, I used to be in the bank.
Yeah. And then you have a new location, Lake and Trunk Road.
You got it.
Right on. But you're all coming together. You're joining forces for a great cause.
Yes.
Autism Algoma?
Yep, the Algoma
Autism Foundation. Right.
It's a mouthful for some reason.
Algoma Autism Foundation.
Yep.
They're putting on an event.
Yes, they
Tell
are.
me.
Oh, we're so excited. Sippin' and Stilettos. So it's a ladies' night, and I'm gonna say right off the bat, there's no way I'm wearing stilettos because I look like a drunken wobbly penguin. So that's not happening for me. But other get all dressed up and come and join us. Doors open at 5:30.
It's Grand Gardens North, right?
Yeah.
Hey, there's posters up right now.
Oh, there we go.
That's nice. Thank you,
Is it
Michael.
behind us? Nope, it's over there.
That's,
So yeah, doors open at 5:30. Starts at 6.
Okay.
It's a ladies' night, so it's not a dinner. It's, you know, an antipasto bar and hors d'oeuvres and things like that.
Food by Grand Gardens North.
Oh, if you know it's gonna be good.
Yeah.
And
bar, cash bar.
yeah,
I was going to say.
and an antipasto bar too. Yep.
Antipasta bar.
Antipasta bar.
Antipasta bar. I love it.
And you're gonna have all sorts of fun wigs there for people to
I'm going
have
to bring
fun with.
some wigs, hats, extensions.
You can try stuff on.
Yeah.
Yes.
I love that's great.
Yeah.
And then
it's going to mess your hair up, but oh well.
Oh, that's okay.
What's Amore gonna do?
We have a fashion show that night.
Yay.
Yes,
Yeah.
at 7:30 we have a fashion show, so I'm super excited.
And then probably some other entertainment as well thrown in here and there. And how many other? You have other vendors.
There
obviously.
are. We have a huge list in front of us. I had to bring the paper with
That's
me.
okay. Start going through and we'll talk about.
Okay, so we have the Amore fashion show starting at 7:30.
Okay.
Gail to help you try on fashion wigs and have
Wig
fun.
Boutique, Sault
the
Ste.
Wig
Marie.
Boutique. OC, Bath and Body will be there as well. And they have some makeup. See, I don't even wear it, so I can't even say it. Makeup tips and tricks. And apparently, there's a special treat for all the ladies there. I don't even know what it is. So, yay, OC.
That's for 200.
What's that?
Yeah,
200 ladies.
So be there quick, apparently.
200 of the ladies will get a treat from OC.
Yeah, so be there quick.
Okay.
And also the VIP, sorry.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Whoever's sponsoring for a VIP table, there will be gifts from us.
Nice. As a thank you for the sponsorship.
But the VIP tables are already sold out.
They're gone.
Oh, they're already sold out.
It is. So we're so
That's
excited.
a terrible problem to have.
Isn't it horrible?
Yeah.
So tickets are $40. Amore, both locations are selling them. Gail is selling
have them
them
at
as well.
Wig Boutique?
Yep. And then you can also get a hold of Jess. If anybody has any questions, feel free to call either Amore location or Gail.
But the Facebook page,
Yep.
Algoma Autism Foundation, I can tell you this right now, they monitor that page so closely. Anytime I've wanted to talk to them about anything or get information, I send a message through their Facebook Messenger and boom, I get a response so quickly from them.
Yeah.
And we should point out also that this couple, Jamie and Jess, they formed the Algoma Autism Foundation because as parents of a child with autism, they were experiencing real difficulties in trying to find resources and get the help that they wanted and the support. So they've created their own support group and it's taken off like crazy.
It has. And they're all volunteers.
All volunteers. So this is helping them
and
fund all the great stuff they do.
100%
And they are
local.
so busy.
Yeah.
And they're responsible for things like the quiet zones during the Rotary Parade and all these, they really create local activities for people with autism.
Yeah, it was easy to jump on board.
Absolutely.
I mean, how can you
Did
not
you want to
want
mention, we have running out of time, are there a few more vendors you could mention?
Tammy Dean will be there doing tarot card reading.
Tarot card, yeah.
And Black Lily Pole Fitness.
Pole dancing.
Olar Digital Photography to take some wonderful shots.
Yes.
And DJ Bizik will be there.
DJ for
DJ
music.
Bizik. For music and dancing afterwards.
Kick off their stilettos and get on the dance floor.
You got it.
Or leave them on.
Mingles and mingling and drinking.
Lots of social fun, and all for a great
and a
cause.
purse exchange.
And
Oh, yeah.
what's the purse? Bring in your old purses and
A
Bring in
designer.
your old designer purses
And you can exchange
swap them out for.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, this is all happening at the Grand Gardens North. The date again?
February 1st.
February the 1st.
Yes, Friday night.
So nice to meet you. Well, not see you again, I should say. We've met before. And Galen, you'll be back.
I will.
You're coming back at the end of the month.
I am.
Galen. Double whammy. On Mornings with Luann and Tim. I better bring Luann back. She's going to get jealous. We'll do that right after this break. Well, that was a jam-packed show.
Wasn't it? So much information. Nothing to do in the Sioux, though.
No, there's nothing to do in Sioux
Ever.
City. Boring. That was a party in the green room, too.
Yes, we had a blast.
Wait, did you save me a meringue?
No, I ate all of them.
Judith Onley made meringues. I'm going to go have one right
They're
now. You better
so
be lying
good.
right now. We'll see you tomorrow on... Oh, tomorrow is...
Bum Slide Thursday.
Tune in tomorrow. See you tomorrow morning.
Have an awesome day.
Bye.